I got bullied a lot when I was a kid, but my first real bully was a totally different experience altogether. When I was a kid, my parents owned a little drive-through burger restaurant, and all of my family worked there. We're talking aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, everybody. It was a real all-hands-on-deck scenario, and when I was 13, my parents had me start working there too. I was a late bloomer, so I had no idea what other kids were all about or talking about. I didn't even realize when I was being picked on half the time. I didn't really know how to dress, and I brought Pokemon cards to school and kept Nintendo Power magazines in my locker. You can imagine how that went over with the other kids in middle school in the 90s. But my serious bully wasn't even at my middle school. He was 3 years older than me in the high school and dating one of the girls at the restaurant that I worked with. And in quintessential 90s fashion, he was a jock on the wrestling team with a very typical 90s bully name. Anyway, one night I was working with the girl at the restaurant. And keep in mind, I was this 13-year-old nerdy little speck of dust, and she was a couple years older than me. And our hero of the story came storming into the back of the restaurant and said, "I'm not going to let some guy work alone with my girlfriend, so I'm going to give you two options. Me and my buddy, with another quintessential 90s name, can pin you down and pour mop water on your head right here in the restaurant. Or you can come out back willingly where we can pour it on you without a fight, and you won't have to clean it up off of the floor when we're done." So, 13-year-old me not knowing how to stand up for myself against two high school wrestlers that were 3 years older than me and twice my size, I stepped outside into the back of the restaurant where they dumped dirty, filthy, disgusting restaurant floor mop water all over my head. I'll never forget the smell of that water or how it felt running down my body. I'll never forget what I was wearing, my khaki pants, and my brand new belt that stained those khaki pants as the water ran down. And then completing my shift in complete silence, never saying a word to anybody for years because of the humiliation that I felt. You never really do forget those bullies. You never forget their name. You never forget what they look like. You never forget the humiliation or the dehumanizing that happens when you're treated that way. And while I was bullied much more violently over the years after this, something about this one really stuck out. I find myself connecting more and more with other people who've been through these things, and you really start to find that these experiences have happened with a lot of us, and that the bullies are actually the minority. They're just a loud, obnoxious, mean, and self-centered minority. If only 13-year-old me could see me now, having a great life, traveling, raising my family, and just living my dreams. But also, fuck those guys. The literal definition of peaking in high school. We're killing it right now.